Hi Amy, this is Robin from Terra Verde Coffee House, and we make our own soups here and sandwiches, and today I would like to make my split pea and ham soup for you. So to start the process, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rinse our peas, and you want to rinse them really good and sort out if you have any bad ones. That's very important because otherwise they don't cook up nice. So we're just going to run some cold water over them. Sure we got everything, and it looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to add that to about 10 cups of water. And I'm going to shorten up the process a little bit here, but usually you would let that boil till they get real thick, about 30 to 40 minutes. And while that's boiling, then you just give it a stir. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our ham. I have mine all chopped up already. And then I usually just chop up my carrots. And you can julienne them or just chop them, but I kind of like my soup a little chunkier so it's a little more hearty. And then we're just going to let that all, grab a utensil, and then we're just going to let that all boil. And then everything will come nice, and you want to get it really nice and thick. You want a good thick base. And a trick that I have is I always add about half a cup to 3/4 cup of instant mashed potato flakes, and that's going to really put the kicker on it and make it that nice consistency that you want. So then I'm just going to stir everything in. And again, normally we would let that boil a little longer. And then we're going to just add a little seasons. I just like to add my own little thing. I don't really measure my seasonings. I'm kind of a on-the-go type thing. But I always like to add celery salt to my soups. I always think it gives it a nice flavor, along with a little white ground pepper. I prefer the white pepper because it doesn't look like you have dirt floating in your soup if you have a lot of black pepper in it. So it just kind of makes it a little prettier. And then we're just going to throw in a tablespoon or so of chicken flavoring. And that's just going to give it a nice little taste again. And then if you want to add salt to it, then we could just add a little salt. I try not to cook with too much salt at the coffee house here because a lot of people are on different diets and they can't have a lot of salt. Alright, and here I have it all cooked up and ready for us. And I like my pea soup to be really thick, and so if you want it thick, then you want to add the potato flakes. If it gets too thick on you and you want it a little thinner, you can always just add a little water to it to make it to the consistency. And here it is, all yummy and ready to eat.